Who's here on some more? Okay, we ready on Tamara Jones? Samara Nichelle Jones. On the record in the matter of the people of the city of Lansing versus Samara Nichelle Jones, file number 22-01740 OD, council appearance.
Matt Staples on behalf of the city.
Assistant Public Defender John Lee on behalf of Samara Jones.
State the date and time set for a sentencing. I do have a pre-sentence report and recommendation from the probation department. Did you get a copy of that, Mr. Lee?
I did.
Can you review that with your client?
I have.
Any reason for us to make updates, changes, or deletions?
No.
Okay, so make allocution.
Thank you, Your Honor. We would ask the court to recognize that Ms. Jones has taken this matter very seriously and in fact proactively sought treatment before being ordered to do so. So part of the sentencing recommendations are based on the assessment from Crystal Ray that she sought out again before being instructed to do so. We agree with the narrative that she could benefit from outpatient services and individual or group psychotherapy. She has in fact started already meeting twice a week, once a week with a substance abuse counselor, Megan from Crystal Ray, and once a week for psychiatric counseling with Dr. Gogek at Crystal Ray as well. Dr. Gogek has made initial findings and diagnosis and has started medication. And what we would ask for, Your Honor, is for a 6-month term of probation, which deviates somewhat from the recommendations from the probation department, which recommends 12 months. We think that's a little bit long. We would ask for 6, but that she'd be able to continue with the counselors she is currently working with at Crystal Ray, as she is already experiencing benefit from that and desires to continue with them as it will be best for her in the long run.
Does your client wish to make her own statement?
Ms. Jones, do you want to make a statement to the court?
No, I do not.
No. Mr. Staples, I don't see anything for OWI cost recovery. Is that accurate?
Let me double check, Your Honor. I don't see anything from LPD in our file as well, Your Honor, so they must not have submitted that.
No. Thank you. Okay, I've had an opportunity to review the pre-sentence report, the recommendation from probation, as well as Ms. Jones' prior criminal history, of which there are some other alcohol-related and substance abuse-related things noted there. The assessment here indicates that Ms. Jones scored a moderate to low risk in the category, making her appropriate candidate for probation services, and that she's currently in treatment at Crystal Ray, as indicated by you, Mr. Lee. Also discusses issues relative to her acknowledgement of an issue related to substance abuse, and then some it's like mental health concerns. It looks like she's been addressing that, but based on the fact that she does have some prior criminal history that's relatively associated with this present charge, I think the recommendation of oversight at 12 months is appropriate. How long has she been in treatment again?
Approximately 1 month. Ms. Jones, how long have you been in treatment?
I've been in treatment with Crystal Ray since August.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Sounds good. The court will adopt the recommendation of probation. Probation will be ordered at 12 months. While on probation, you're not to use, purchase, or possess a firearm, ammunition, or weapon of any kind. You're not to use, purchase, or possess alcohol, marijuana, or a controlled substance without a valid prescription. Do you understand that?
Yes, I do.
You're going to be required to submit to random preliminary breath tests and or your analysis testing. You're responsible for the fee associated with that, okay?
Okay.
You're not to be at any bars or nightclubs during this term of probation. Is that clear?
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm going to order that you continue your treatment. You can continue your services through the provider that you're already going through. You'll provide proof that you're continuing that to your probation department, probation officer, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm going to order that you attend a 12-step program. And provide verification. Need to maintain employment and provide verification to your probation officer as well, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
You're going to be required to complete a victim impact panel within 90 days and provide verification on that. Do you have any questions so far?
I apologize. Did you say victim impact?
Victim impact panel, correct.
Okay.
Okay. There's a $30 per month oversight fee that you're responsible for while you're on probation. There's a $75 crime victim rights fee that will be assessed, a $50 state minimum cost that will be assessed. I'm assessing a fine of $300. Sure. What that is. The total of $785 that you'll have in fines and costs. You'll be able to make monthly payments on that, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you have any questions about fines and costs at this time?
Yes, I do. For the $30 and $75 you just listed, is that all added into this $785?
That is correct. There's $300 in fines and costs plus a $75 crime victim rights fee plus a $50 state minimum cost, and then $30 per month for 12 months will amount to $360 for probation oversight fees. Okay?
All right, thank you.
Okay. Lastly, there's an advice of rights as to probation. This is me looking for the advice of rights as to probation.
I have one question.
Yes,
If
ma'am.
I do the 12-step program, do I have to continue with all the other counseling because it is difficult to get around with no vehicle?
It's because there's some background noise, I'm struggling to hear you. If you do the 12-step program, what?
If I am obligated to do the 12-step program, do I have to continue everything at Crystal Ray? Because it is difficult to get around with no vehicle.
No, you do not. If you do the 12-step program, then you can provide verification and you'll be all set, okay?
All right, thank you.
No problem. Lastly, there's an advice of rights as to probation. It says you have been sentenced to a term of probation in a 54A district court. The probation conditions have been individually tailored and are specific to address your assessed risks and needs. Except for in cases of domestic violence, criminal sex crimes, stalking offenses, or an offense where the defense of guilty but mentally ill was asserted, you may be eligible for early discharge from probation. You have the following rights. You have the right to request early discharge from probation once you have completed half the original term ordered by the judge. Your probation officer may, but is not required to, file a notice with the judge once you become eligible for early discharge. The probation officer must send to you and to the prosecuting attorney, who is the city attorney in this case, a copy of such notice. The prosecuting attorney has 14 days from receipt of that notice to file any written objections to early discharge. You on your own may request an early discharge from probation after meeting the following conditions. A, you have completed all the required terms ordered by the court as it relates to programming, and B, you have not violated your probation terms within the 3 months preceding your request. In order to make that request, you would send a copy of your request to the probation officer that you're assigned, as well as to the city attorney's office, and they would have 14 days to file a written objection as to your request for early discharge. If a hearing is scheduled to address the request, you have the right to hire or retain an attorney. You do not have the right to court-appointed counsel for a hearing for early discharge from probation. Lastly, you may make your request for early discharge by completing the notice regarding early discharge from probation. That's the MC 512 form, and that's located on the court website, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you have any questions about that today?
No, I do not.
Okay, any additional matters for the record today, counsel? Okay, you're all set for today, Ms. Jones, and good luck to you.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Okay, Mr. Mitchell is here on which matter? Okay. Are we having a formal hearing?
I have not seen Officer Traverso yet. I'll go one more time.
Are we all set with Mr. Morris? Are we ready to proceed, or do you need to speak to him? Oh, show cause. Was that who was in the jail earlier and they just relogged him in? Is that what? Or you put him in the breakout? Got it.
Oh.
We're on the record in the matter of the people of the city of Lansing versus Justin Dwayne Morris. This is file number 22L2746281. Mr. Morris, today was the date set for show cause, and that's because what is this? I don't understand these notes. Traversal. I'm sorry. That's because I'm reading the wrong file. That's why. Mr. Traversal here? Okay. Mr. Mitchell? Today's actually the date set for a formal hearing, not a show cause. However, the officer has failed to appear, so this case is dismissed. Okay?
So the case is dismissed?
That is correct. The officer failed to appear. The people cannot proceed with the hearing.
Okay, so will I get some written confirmation of that, or how does that work, Your Honor?
You will not get, this is on a citation. There's nothing in writing that I can send you. I'm the judge. I'm telling you on the record that it's being dismissed though.
Okay, thank you for that dismissal.
No problem. Do you have
Right.
any other questions?
No, not at this time. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Have a good one.
You too. Bye.
Okay. I was mistakenly Morris. That's what was happening. Okay, we're on the record in the matter of the people of the city of Lansing versus Justin Morris and file number 21L2611851. Mr. Morris, today was the date set for show cause because you owe $108 for a seatbelt violation. You're obviously in the custody of the jail. How long are you supposed to be in custody?
I'm not sure, but on the 11th, there'll be 91 days I've been here.
If you're not there on this matter, so I'm trying to figure out when you're gonna pay this money.
I'm not gonna be out for a minute. I know that.
I'm sorry.
I'm not gonna be out for a while. I'm
Okay,
fighting.
do you have a pending matter? Is that what's going on?
Yes, I have 2 pending felony cases I'm trying to fight.
Okay, sounds good. Are those cases already bound over to circuit court?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I will have them reset the show cause 90 days out so that we can see where you are then. Okay, sir?
All right, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you. You're all set. Who's on the device identified as Tribute Monarch?
Hello,
Yes, sir. What's your name?
my name is Kenneth Brown. Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, sir. Okay, we're on the record in the matter of the people of the city of Lansing versus Kenneth Brown, file numbers 22L2735751 and 53. Mr. Brown, today's the date set for show cause, and that's because you owe some money. I
Yes, ma'am.
have one speeding ticket that you owe $160 on. I have an expired plate that you owe $115 on. I have 3 files here, but only 2 on the docket. Am I missing?
Yes, ma'am. Your Honor, I think I seen you in November, and I told you about an accident that I was in, but you asked me when could I make a payment, and that was December 2nd, I think. I made a payment a little bit after the 2nd, but the other 2 tickets, I was wondering if there's any way I can get on any kind of payment plan, because I'm doing physical therapy. My doctor told me I can't work for a year, but I'm still trying to figure out a way where I can make some kind of payments to you.
So do you have any other tickets? Because I have never seen you on these files.
Yes,
On
ma'am.
these
I was
2.
in your courtroom. Well,
On a different file, you mean?
yes, ma'am.
Gotcha.
Uh-huh.
Okay, sounds
So
good.
you had me making a payment on that one, and I think you told me that the other 2 would be on hold until after we dealt.
Well, I knew nothing of those because these look like they were defaults back in September. So I wouldn't have known about these. And the default was issued by the magistrate. It was not issued by me, so I wouldn't have known. But nonetheless, have you been making the payments on the other file?
Yeah, well, I came and made yours. I haven't made a payment yet this month. At the end, I made one in the beginning of December. I didn't make one yet at the end. So
Okay,
I
so
can make one. I can come and make one Monday.
And remind me of your situation again. You said you're unemployed and you're not sure when you'll be.
Yeah, my doctor said that I'm unable to work for a year. It'll be a year. He just signed some paperwork because I was in an accident, a motorcycle accident. So, but I still been trying to do a little bit of something, to try to earn some money. But I think I can make about a $40 payment, probably like Monday. For sure, Monday.
Okay, I'll note here that you're making payments on your other citation, we'll reset these for 90 days. That'll mean you'll have an opportunity to continue to making those payments on the one that you're already making payments on, and then start making payments on these, okay, sir?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, Your
Don't
Honor.
forget about them.
I won't
But
forget about them
We'll
at
send you
all.
a reminder in 90 days, okay?
All right, sounds good. Thank you, Your Honor.
No problem. Get well soon.
All right, thank you.
No problem. Okay. We're on the record in the matter of the people of the city of Lansing versus Naomi Gill, file number 22L2744181. Ms. Gill, can you hear me clearly?
Yes, I can hear you, Your Honor.
Okay, ma'am, today's the date that was set for show cause because you owe $130 on a ticket.
Yes, I made my last payment on a ticket yesterday. It should be paid off.
I'm sorry. She is paid in full. Okay, yep, it's posted today as paid in full, so you're all set, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
I'm sorry. Anthony, maybe. Okay. Representing Placer.
Yes, Kevin Placer is a civil infraction.
Oh, wait, did I give you, you asked for Harrison or Anderson?
Harrison.
Why is it stamped for me? They did it wrong?
It was originally yours.
Oh, they transferred over, okay. You say you're representing Placer.
Yes,
Are you ready to proceed?
yes.
We're on the record in the matter of the people of the city of Lansing versus Kevin Placer, file number 22-029840M, council appearances.
Matt Staples on behalf of the city of Lansing.
Assistant Public Defender Sarah Donnelly on behalf of the defendant Kevin Placer, who's appearing separately by Zoom.
Thank you. Today's the date. and time set for a pre-trial. I have here a citation for endanger, intox, drugs, create disturbance. How are we proceeding on this?
Your Honor, at this time, the city attorney is willing to offer a civil infraction of disturbing the peace or public disturbance. And Mr. Placer will accept that.
Disturbing the peace civil infraction?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Mr. Placer, you want to accept responsibility to that, sir? You're muted.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, very good. Your fine is $75. When are you gonna make payment?
Okay.
I'm sorry?
I didn't hear you. I'm sorry.
Your fine is $75. When are you gonna make payment?
I can make payment on the 24th of this month, by the 24th at the latest.
Okay, you can make payment by coming in person and paying at the criminal traffic window, or you can mail, check, or money order using your citation number to the court, or you can pay online.
Okay.
Okay, at the court website. Do you have any questions at this time?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, well then you're all set, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a great day.
Same to you.
Bye.
Rockhart. Who's identified as Rockhart?
It's Corey Hartwig. I had court today. On my father's phone. I said I'm on my father's phone right now.
No worries. What, can you give me your case number? you have a case number, ma'am?
Aaron, I believe it's, Tori Hartwig is here for, she's got you. She here, or she's.
She is my client. but
I don't think she's
my
supposed to
docket.
be here today. Her next case is on, she gets home on Friday.
I'm in the middle of a move right now and everything's kind of packed up, so I'm having troubles finding the paperwork right now for that.
Give me just,
it
give me
was
just
an
a moment. You
instant
don't see her
from-
name in the system? She's in the system, but her. The closest one that she has is Friday. For probable cause.
Yeah.
Do you have a probable cause hearing on Friday? But here, at what time?
Yeah, with you.
At 1 p.m., okay? She's a little bit early. She's frozen. Whose client is that?
It is both Mr. Lee and Mr. Paul Ryder, so we'll.
Okay, thank
reach
you.
out to her.
Thank you.
Okay.
Have a good one. Who's in the jail?
Zachary Johnson.
Need to speak to him?
Your Honor, yes, I do. I'm already in my breakout room, so.
You also moving quickly, huh? Hour early.
And then I had an Anthony Harrison for, where do you go?
Harrison or Anderson?
Harrison,
Harrison, I think, was supposed to be
with Judge Buchanan.
Buchanan, so they took the file from me.
Oh, okay, all right. We'll just see, I'll go, his attorney is sick today, so I don't know.
Okay, I just did Gail, correct? She's off paid in full. Kenneth Brown took care of him. Next failed to appear, bench warrant.
Oh, show cause.
Yes. Sure.
Oh, no. Okay.
McConnell failed to appear, bench warrant. I have not seen Anderson though. Anthony Anderson failed to appear, bench warrant.
Did you take him down to Buchanan's courtroom? Harrison? Yes, no?
Yeah.
Oh, you did? Where'd he go?
We just left, we gone.
Oh, it was reset because today's not her. Today would not be.
No,
her sitting
Anthony
day.
Harrison had a pre-trial conference with them this morning. I don't know.
Before who? Before whom though?
Well, it was set before you, but it's a Judge Buchanan case.
So then we have to reset it because today's not her ordinance day.
Okay, so it's just automatically. Yeah, that's fine. Just want to make sure.
No
Okay.
worries.
And then, yeah, Johnson, I'm
you
already
order
in my
me a-
breakout. Oh, yeah, you can.
Calendar. That was pretty.
The jail said that Miss Jensky is refusing to come out.
Oh, of course she is.
All right, sounds good.
She's a,
That's a review.
yeah, it's a review and I don't have, they're still waiting on her to go to CFP for treatment.
Okay.
Maybe she just refused.
Has she been attending treatment?
No, I believe that I tried to get an update from the other attorney that's appointed to the case out in front of Hillman. He had no update, but I asked him, is she waiting? Because she's still at Bingham County Jail. I believe it's because they're waiting for a vet at CFP. But I couldn't get confirmation
I'm
of
gonna
that.
reset it 30 days.
Okay. I I know that Mr. Hess has tried to talk to her, and again, every time he has a probably find she refuses to come on herself.
I do want to see it here. Not at all. No, Your Honor. Yes, ma'am. I am guilty. I am unfortunately on parole, yes. Yes. It still was. It is. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I did. That's correct. The reason, if you look at the police report, I was actually in my boxers and my white tee, white beater tee, because I was hit by a car and robbed that day. I was actually knocking on doors. I had no shoes. They took everything I owned. They took my pants, my shoes, my shirt, my coat. So I was out of it. And I didn't really mention this to the police because I'm kind of against telling on people. But when I did get to jail, I was telling medical what happened. I told the jail what happened. I told medical, look, I was hit by a car. So I could get pain medication while I was here. So I do remember talking to the police, but it was really kind of garbled. And unfortunately, while I was in jail this time, I got jumped by 3 individuals and I had a seizure. So my memory going back a good 6 months is kind of shaky at best. But I do remember this recalled incident. I certainly remember getting hit by a car. You don't really forget stuff like that. I did not have any intentions of trying to lie to the police because I'm a pretty identifiable character. It wouldn't be worth my time trying to lie to the police. And really, I had no reason to lie. I did have a parole hold, I'm not gonna lie, but it was just a failure to see my parole agent. I didn't have a serious warrant. I didn't at all have a reason to lie to the police, but I did though. I did, it's in my character to lie to the police. I'm no longer a hardened criminal, you could say, or a career criminal, but I used to be, and I used to lie to the police just on instinct. And I don't have a reason to do that anymore, but I had a head injury. I Listen, I had a head injury. I was just kind of just talking. I was on instincts, autopilot. I remember talking to the police. I don't exactly remember exactly what I said exactly, but I'm not putting it past me to lie to the police. I agree, I probably did that. Did I have intentions to though? I absolutely didn't. I had a head injury. I got nailed by a car and completely robbed. They took everything I owned. I woke up in the middle of the street. Last thing I remember being at Vanderbilt, which is those apartments right there in MLK, and I woke up across the street. I don't know if I got hit on MLK or if I got hit crossing the street when I don't even know anybody on that road, which is probably why people called the police on me when I was knocking on the doors. Yeah, I'm sorry. I apologize.
Who's on the iPhone? Gonna respond to my question at all?
Are you still asking for who's on the iPhone?
Absolutely.
I'm Curtis Cole. I'm sorry. I must have been muted. I said
Thank
that
you.
first.
Okay, sounds good. Curtis Cole. Today. Yeah, at 9:30. You're supposed to be in front of Judge Ward.
Okay,
Do you need the correct Zoom ID?
that would be great. This is the one they gave me in the mail. So
Okay. Her Zoom ID is 934
okay,
285
all right.
9288, and we'll email her staff to let them know that you're on your way.
Okay, thank you very much.
No problem. Have a good one.
You too.
On the TCL T62DL.
William Russell.
Okay, Mr. Russell, who's representing Mr.?
Like 4 of them.
Who's representing him?
Can you take him out or do you have to close the room?
I have Jordan.
And William Russell, right?
Yes. He's on Zoom.
I need to speak with Matthew Staples, for just a minute in regards to Louis Russell.
Are you ready, Mr. Johnson?
I am, Your Honor.
On the record in the matter of the people of the city of Lansing versus Zachary Clyde Johnson, file numbers 22-02160, 22-02200, 22-02873. Council appearances.
Matt Staples on behalf of the city of Lansing.
And Assistant Public Defender Sarah Donnelly on behalf of defendant Zachary Johnson, who is appearing by Zoom.
Okay, today was the date and time set for pre-trials on two files, actually 3 trespassing files. How are we proceeding?
Your Honor, at this time, the city has offered that if Mr. Johnson pleads guilty as charged to the trespassings in file 22-02160 and 22-02873 OM, that the city will dismiss the trespassing in file 22-02200.
Or does your client want to proceed?
He will accept that offer, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Johnson, that's correct. You want to plead guilty to those 2 files and have the 3rd file dismissed?
Yes, Your Honor.
Can you raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're going to give is the truth and the whole truth under the penalty of perjury?
Yes, Your Honor.
You can put your hand down, sir. Mr. Johnson, you have the right in this matter to proceed to trial, or in these matters, and in each matter, you have the right to be represented by counsel at trial. You have the right to remain silent at trial and not have silence be used against you. You enjoy the right of the presumption of innocence in each of these files. That means as you sit here today, you are innocent until proven guilty. You would have to give up that presumption of innocence in order to enter a guilty plea today. Do you want to waive your right to the presumption of innocence today in order to enter a guilty plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
So that means you're also giving up your right to cross-examine any of the witnesses the prosecution intended to call. You're giving up your right to call your own witnesses to trial or present evidence that you believe would further a defense to those charges. You're going to give up your right to have the city prove each element of each of the charges in each of these files, and they have to prove each element beyond a reasonable doubt. You're willing to give up those rights today?
Yes, Your Honor.
Anybody threatening you to get you to waive your rights and plead guilty?
No, Your Honor.
Were there any promises made to you in exchange for you pleading guilty today?
No, Your Honor.
Are you currently on probation or parole?
No, Your Honor.
You understand that a guilty plea can result in convictions that you may need to report to your employer?
Yes, Your Honor.
As to the charge of trespassing in file number ending 22-02873 and 22-02160, how do you plead?
Guilty, Your Honor.
Actual basis, please.
Thank you, Your Honor. All right, Mr. Johnson, on August 15th of 2022, were you at the Sparrow Hospital on 1215 East Michigan Avenue in the city of Lansing, Ingham County, state of Michigan?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Johnson, at that time and place, were you told by staff and the Lansing Police Department to leave the property?
Yeah, probably, Your Honor.
That's your attorney talking. I'm not talking. What does "yeah" probably mean? Do you recall this incident?
Not really.
Okay, well, can't take this point.
Yeah, yeah. When I asked him earlier, he said yes. So, he confirmed to me that those were the facts. But if he can't recall, Your Honor, then I would have to try to get no contest plea from Mr. Staples.
Okay. Mr. Staples, any objection to a no contest plea?
No objection, Your Honor.
Okay, and the basis would be lack of memory. Was he under the influence of something?
He might have been, Your Honor. He has a pending felony case in front for possession of meth on Friday. But also Mr. Johnson has mental health issues. He is supposed to be he is supposed to have ACT coverage with CMH, but he is not in compliance right now, so he's also on that kind of order.
Okay, sounds good. I don't have a police report, but
So
I would need one for both files.
yes, exactly.
Give me a copy of this week's docket.
Your Honor, I have them saved. I'm emailing them to you right now. I think I have them labeled correctly.
Okay, I just received it.
Gosh darn it.
What's the matter?
Well, it says here that they encrypted them to you. Did you get
No,
them?
I got them.
Okay.
They did do some weird configuring thing, but it opened. Okay, 2873. Okay, I have a police report here. Case number 22519098897 for an incident having occurred on or about October 23rd, 2022. So that is for file number ending in 2873, indicating that at the place of 601 North Larch, City of Lansing, Ingham County, State of Michigan, which is the Outreach Church City Rescue Mission. Person identified as Zachary Clyde Johnson was refusing to leave the property after being ordered and giving multiple warnings by officers to leave the property. And based on indications by counsel representing Mr. Johnson, the court's going to find there is a good cause for no contest plea. Any additional factual basis on that one?
Your Honor, are you talking October 23rd at the
October
outreach? No,
23rd,
Your
the
Honor.
outreach. Okay. Any from the city?
Nothing from the city, Your Honor.
Okay. File number ending in 2160. Police report. Case number 2251907-655. Have a date and time of August 15, 2022, approximately 4 o'clock in the morning in the area of 1215 East Michigan Avenue, City of Lansing, Eagle County, State of Michigan, place identified as Sparrow Hospital. A person identified as the defendant, Mr. Zachary Johnson, was asked by the staff of Sparrow to leave the property, and he refused to leave. Again, based on the information provided by Ms. Donnelly on the record. The court finds there's good cause for a no contest plea. I think the factual basis is sufficient. Any additional questions from the prosecution or the defense?
Nothing for the city, Your Honor.
No for defense, thank you.
Okay, the court is satisfied with the pleas on both files. Find the pleas made freely, voluntarily, and intelligently. How long has he been in custody?
This time around, Your Honor, I believe it was the December 15th. Does that sound about right, Zachary?
Yeah.
Okay, our credit your time served on both files. The third file will be dismissed per the plea agreement. Any additional matters for the record?
No, Your Honor, not from defense.
You're all set. Thank you.
Your Honor, I'm gonna quickly call Ms. Jasmine James and see if where she. I don't see her on the thing.
There's someone in the waiting room. Let's see.
Oh, okay.
Can we admit whoever's in the waiting room?
Your Honor, would it be possible to get a brief moment with Mr. Staples in a breakout room?
Mr. Johnson, you're all set.
All right, thank you.
No problem. Mr. Lee, I'm gonna move you to room 1.
Thank you.
No problem.
There it is. Hello?
Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm doing okay.
Wonderful. Do you mind starting your video for us? So we can see
Yes.
who we're talking to. Okay. What's your name, sir?
Frederick Johnson, Frederick William Johnson.
When Mr. Staples comes back, I believe that's just gonna be a plea as charged.
Okay, sounds good. When your attorney is ready to proceed, we will move forward with your matter. William Russell, is
Okay.
Mr. Lees as well.
Yeah.
Okay. You just joined from the iPhone?
Yes.
No, someone else was on iPhone. If you could unmute, sir.
Yes, ma'am. It's
What's your
Mike,
name?
Michael McConnell.
Mr. McConnell, you're a little late, huh?
Yes, ma'am. I got to get it started.
Yeah, you had to get started.
Yeah, I did.
Started on what?
I had to call to get the ID number. I didn't have the ID number.
And they didn't send it with your notice to appear?
Yes, ma'am. My long story, my truck, it got stolen probably about a week ago, and I've been dealing. Most of my paperwork was in my truck, so I had to call to get the meeting. I knew it was something this morning. I was like, I just don't know what time. So when I called, she told me she gave me the meeting.
Okay. In the future, even though we know this will never happen again, you can go on the court website. All of our meeting IDs are right on the court website.
Oh, okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Judge.
No problem. We're on the record in the matters of the people of the city of Lansing versus Michael McConnell, file numbers 19-05072 and 19L251511. Oh, Mr. McConnell, you were one of my first cases when I became a judge.
I want to say, I guess I helped out, but I wish it wasn't in that area.
Here we are in 2023.
Yes,
I
ma'am.
became a judge in 2019, by the way. Here we are in
Oh,
2023, and we're still here on the same file. And you want to know why?
yes, ma'am.
You didn't pay your fines.
Okay.
Oh, in 3 years, you have not paid your fines. Really, over 3 years, you didn't pay the fines. Why are we doing this?
Well, I know for one part of it was a money situation, but then when I got back, and working and everything, I should have started paying it, but I didn't even pay attention to it. And that's no excuses, but that's the truth. I didn't pay attention when it came back up. I was like, oh my God, and so now I'm still dealing with it.
I can't say with certainty, but I have great reason to believe your license has got to be suspended from this.
Yes, ma'am, it is, and I'm that's what I'm working on now, to get it paid off, and I'm gonna do it. It's gonna happen. I'm gonna get it paid off.
Okay. You owe $159 for a driving while license is suspended, it looks like here, and then you owe $159 on this improper plate. How much are you paying today, sir?
I don't have anything today, but on that
I'm sorry?
I said I don't
sorry?
have today. But in a few weeks I will. I'll be getting paid in a few weeks. So
Okay, where are you working, sir?
I'm 2 men in the truck.
What day do you get paid?
I get paid on Thursdays, but just started, so I have to wait a week in advance.
Okay, and how much are you gonna pay in 2 weeks?
I pay starting off.
I'm sorry?
150. Can I pay 150?
Yeah, can you pay 159?
Oh yes, I can.
Okay, pay 159, pay it on the driving while license is suspended first, okay?
Oh yes, ma'am.
I'm gonna put that you're gonna make payment no later than January 31st. Would hate
Yes,
to have to issue a bench warrant for that, okay?
yes, ma'am. I will pay it.
We in courtroom 4 of 54A District Court would like for you to get your license so you can drive legally.
Yes, ma'am. And I want to do that too. And
Yep.
I was
Yep, and we also wanna sever our relationship with you on this file,
yes, ma'am.
okay?
Do too.
This from 2019.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and then I'm gonna put that you're gonna pay 159 on the improper plate no later than the 28th of February.
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. McConnell,
Yes, ma'am.
please do not let me have to see you again on this file.
Yes, ma'am. You won't.
All right, do you know how to make payment online?
Yes, ma'am. I do.
Okay, if not, you can come in person and make payment at the criminal traffic counter, or you can mail check or money order to the court using your case number, okay, sir?
Yes.
Okay, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, any addition, well, you're all set unless you have questions for me.
No, I don't have it. Well, is there a way? Well, I know that before I pay it off, is there a way to have something to drive to work instead of getting? Because I've been getting rides and stuff, and I don't know if that's a way of doing that.
Is there a way for something for you? Yeah, the way is you get a valid license. That's how you get to drive to work.
Yes, ma'am. Okay. So that is the way. That's the correct way.
Can I answer any more questions for you today?
No, ma'am. That's it.
All right. Have a good one, sir. No illegal driving. Thank you.
I won't. Okay. Thank you, Justin.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay. Is there anybody in the? Are you ready, Mr. Russell?
I have had some discussion with the city attorney, Your Honor, and I believe that what we're trying to address is the fact that Mr. Russell has multiple trespass charges in front of multiple judges. And we're wondering, is there any way that we can consolidate all of this into in front of one judge so that we can better make plea negotiations?
Funny you should mention that. I put a note in here on December 5th for it to be consolidated, so I don't know why no one made sure that happened.
Is that what we're gonna do then?
That's what we'll do.
Okay, sounds good.
Can we give him a new date? I'm sorry.
They just want enough time for it to be consolidated.
Yeah, that just requires us to do the paperwork and consolidate it. I think there's one for Flores. Is there another one?
All I see is one for, as in Flores Court, the most recent one got.
There's 4 charges. If you're two are dog licenses, which I'm working on. And then there's the trespassing, which one was dropped. And then trespassing, they brought one back. Or there's 2 trespassing, one was dropped. Another trespassing that they brought another ticket up for the same one they dropped for trespassing, eluding, fleeing.
Good warrant status on the 3 cases. That's not him. Oh, you're in warrant status on 2 of these cases. It's the dog licensing case.
They're all getting consolidated for today, so I don't see why I'd have a warrant
I
out
don't
for
see
it.
why we would consolidate a dog license case. The consolidation means, no, what I'm telling you is that the consolidation means if another judge has a case, for them to send me that case. You were supposed to appear to court on those dog licensing cases on the date that you were provided and you did not appear.
Oh, I took it as because the way the lawyer I talked to that day was telling me, I thought she said the same thing to you, is that we're consolidating all 4 into one, and then I was going to see you on the 3rd today. That's what I took it as. We were going to do all 4 at once because we were getting my lawyer.
Why would we be consolidating a trespass and dog license case?
We are not. The dog licenses cases are scheduled for the 9th. That's fine. We were just talking about the trespass.
Well, I think he's in warrant status on the dog.
I shouldn't be.
Yeah.
Because he was supposed to be official.
And he didn't show up for this one before.
Well, the Flores one, he didn't show up, but I put a note for y'all to have that consolidated, so that's not his fault.
See, that's it's supposed to be consolidated by then.
Big Look, you go get the file on the warranted ones.
Yeah.
And someone email his staff on that one, because they'll issue a warrant on that if they haven't already done it.
I've been causing you guys some headache, haven't I?
I'm sorry, sir?
I said I've been causing you guys some havoc over there in the courthouse.
No, there's no headache here. It's just some maneuvering.
Right.
It happens.
Right. Oh, I know. Well, I don't know personally. I guess I don't have to usually deal with you guys.
While we work through that, I'm gonna see if I can get somebody else taken care of real quickly.
Okay, thank you.
Whose matter is that?
That'd be mine.
Are you ready on him?
Yes, I am, Your Honor.
We're on the record in the matter of the people of the city of Lansing versus Frederick Johnson, file number 22L27557. I'm sorry. Yep, 7579991 OT, council appearance.
Matt Staples on behalf of the city of Lansing.
And Assistant Public Defender Sarah Donnelly on behalf of the defendant Frederick Johnson, who is appearing separately by Zoom.
Okay, Mr. Johnson, today's the date and time set for a pre-trial, 1 count of open intox in public. How are we proceeding on this?
Your Honor, at this time, Mr. Johnson would plead as charged.
Is that correct, Mr. Johnson?
Yes.
Please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're going to give is the truth and the whole truth under penalty of perjury?
Yes.
You can put your hand down, sir. Okay, in this matter, you have the right to proceed to a trial. You have the right to a jury trial or a non-jury trial. You have the right to be represented by counsel at trial. You have the right to the presumption of innocence. So that means you're innocent until the city can prove you guilty. They have to prove each element of the charge being brought against you beyond a reasonable doubt before you can be determined to be guilty. Are you willing to give up that right today in order to enter a guilty plea?
Yes,
Okay, you understand that you're also giving up your right to cross-examine any of their witnesses or the right to call any witnesses of your own or present evidence that you believe would prove a defense to this charge. You understand that?
yes, I do.
Okay. You're giving up the right to remain silent at trial and not have silence be used against you. You understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
Anybody threatening you to get you to waive your rights today and plead guilty?
No,
Any promises being made to you in exchange for you pleading guilty?
no,
Are you currently on probation or parole?
no,
Okay. You understand that a guilty plea could result in a conviction that you may need to report to your employer?
yes,
Okay. As to the charge of open intox in a vehicle. This was not open intox. Open intox in a vehicle, how do you plead, sir?
I plead guilty. I did have one beer.
You said you had one beer?
Yes,
You were a passenger in the vehicle?
yes, back seat.
And that beer was open?
Yes, I had just opened it and I pulled it out.
Okay.
He told me to.
Okay, was this upon the area of Cedar Street and Northrop Street?
Yes,
That's in the city of Lansing, correct?
yes,
Ingham County, state of Michigan?
yes,
And this was back on November 1st, 2022 at 9:50 in the morning.
yes.
You drink beer at 9:50 in the morning?
Yeah, well, I had just got out of work and I went riding with them and I had one cold beer that I had opened. That was it.
Okay. Any other questions?
No,
Well, and from the attorneys, any questions?
Nothing from the city, Your Honor.
And none for defense. Thank you, Your Honor.
The court is satisfied with the factual basis. I'll accept your plea and find your plea to be made freely, voluntarily, and intelligently. That beer at 9:50 in the morning is gonna cost you $50, sir.
okay.
When can you pay?
Today or tomorrow, whenever.
Okay, well, let's say you'll pay by tomorrow.
Okay.
You know how to make payment online?
Yes,
Okay, you can make payment online or you can come in person, or you can mail check or money order to the court using your case number, okay, sir?
okay.
Any additional matters for the record, counsel?
Nothing for the city, Your Honor.
And none for defense. Thank you, Your Honor.
You're all set, sir. Thank you.
All right, thank you. That's it.
I thought you brought me Russell's files, but I don't see them.
They did good on you because I paid 200.
Used to be solid. Maybe they're a big one. Actually, I need to read seconds license. Wash green too much. Just put them all on the same date. if possible. That date. Mr. Russell, Mr. Lee's client, correct?
Yes.
Mr. Nagel is here with Mr. Meggins.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. Did you need to speak to the city attorney at all?
He and I just spoke briefly over email. I think we're going to be requesting that this be set for a final pretrial. And there's also the civil infraction PBT refusal. We're going to request that that be adjourned to the same date, Your Honor.
I'm resetting for this for a final pretrial because we anticipate going to trial, or are we still negotiating an offer?
I do anticipate we'll be going to trial, Your Honor. But there is an offer. The city attorney just proposed. I need to take it to Mr. Miggins.
Okay. We'll set for final pretrial. I'm not requiring witnesses to appear. And then I'll also give you a jury trial date.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Do final pretrial, January 17th at 8:15.
Does January 17th at 8:15 work for you for final pretrial?
Actually, I was just called to jury duty in 54B on that day.
You just reminded me I have jury duty.
Of all things.
I think mine might be in February. Does the 24th work?
I think it does, Your Honor. Let me check. My date, yes, Your Honor, that day works.
Okay, we'll do the 24th at 8:15.
Jury trial, January 31st.
Jury trial, the 31st work?
I'm in another trial in Clinton County that week, Your Honor.
February 7th?
That works.
Okay, final pretrial can be via Zoom. Jury trial will be in person at 8:15, February 7th.
Thank you, Your Honor.
No problem. Any additional matters for the record today?
Not from the defense, Your Honor.
Nothing for the city, Your Honor.
Hey, you're all set, Mr. Meggins. Thank you.
Thank you.
No problem. Okay. Oh, no. Yeah. All right, well, we got to take a recess while her computer restarts. Okay, are we ready? You guys on? Mr. Russell. We're resetting your matter to January 17th at 9:30. We're going to reset all of them, including the unlicensed dog, okay?
Okay.
Do you have any questions today?
Do you got a time frame? So,
I'm sorry?
who, me?
You had any questions?
Oh, I was just wondering if you had a time frame. Sorry. You just said
Time
17.
frame for what?
The
I just-
17.
I just said the 17th at 9:30.
Oh, I didn't hear the 9:30. Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry
All right,
about
all
that.
three- No worries. We'll get all 4 files. I have my 3 right now. We need to get the 4th one consolidated, meaning transferred to my court. Okay.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Okay.
So
You're all
what-
set, sir.
All right. Thank you.
No
Have a good day.
problem. Same to you. I see Mr. Shearer is here. Who's this gentleman in the back?
Mr. Jordan Patrick is here.
Are we ready to proceed?
Yes.
On the record in the matter, the people of the city of Lansing versus Jordan Patrick, file number 22-01744. Council appearance.
Matt Staples on behalf of the city of Lansing.
Assistant Public Defender John Lee on behalf of Mr. Patrick.
Today is the date and time set for a free trial on an assault and battery. How are you doing, Mr. Patrick?
I'm all right today. How you doing?
I'm doing well, thank you. How are we proceeding on this?
Right, Your Honor, defense is not able to proceed on this case today as we had a data entry error and we were not prepared for Mr. Patrick and our plea negotiations with the city attorney. So we're asking for a short-term adjournment so that we can complete those dialogues with the city attorney.
Yeah, that's January 10th at 9. January 10th at 9:30.
Thank you.
No problem. Any additional matters for the record today?
Not for the defense, Your Honor.
Nothing for the city, Your Honor.
You're all set. Thank you. We'll get you a copy of your notice. Who's representing Mr. Shearer? Okay, Mr. Lee, do you need to speak to Mr. Shearer?
Yes, please, Your Honor.
Okay, we'll get you in a private meeting room. They said you could block my calendar for February 27th for jury duty. Mr. Lee, you're already in room one. Mr. Shear, you need to put your cigarette out. Sir, you can come up.
Stand up here. Yep.
You have an attorney. Okay. We're on the record in the matter of the people of the city of Lansing versus Fadul. Did I say that correctly?
Yes.
Hassan, file number is 22-024150T. Mr. Hassan, today's the date and time set for an arraignment. Looks like you were originally scheduled to be arraigned back on October 7th at 8:15. Failed to appear. So a bench warrant was issued. I do have a citation here from September 9, 2022. At 11:52 p.m. in the area of Cesar Chavez at or near Massachusetts Avenue, City of Lansing, Eaton County, State of Michigan. The allegation is that you did operate a motor vehicle that did not have insurance or no insurance under the insurance code, and that is a misdemeanor. Maximum penalty is 90 days in jail and or $500 in fines. Do you understand the charge and the maximum penalty, sir?
Yes.
Okay, you have the right to be represented by counsel in this matter. If you cannot afford to hire an attorney, you can make a request to have court-appointed counsel represent you at the expense of the public. You understand that? Are you representing, or I'm sorry, you requesting representation from the public defender's officer? Okay, I'll note here that here in the file, we do have two public defenders here today. They can do intake with you before you leave today, okay? You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say, anything you put in writing can be used against you. You have the right to plead guilty. You have the right to plead not guilty, or you can stand mute. You have the right to proceed to a trial in this matter, and you have the right to a jury trial, or you can have a non-jury trial. At the time of trial, sir, you have the right to have representation by a counsel. You have the right to remain silent and not have silence be used against you. You have the right to the presumption of innocence, so that means you're innocent until proven guilty. You understand that? Okay, and then you also have the right to see, hear, or question any of the witnesses that the city intends to call against you, and you have the right to call your own witnesses to trial or present evidence that you believe would provide a defense to this charge, okay? The court will enter a plea of not guilty on your behalf. This matter is set for pretrial before me. It's going to be February 17th at 9 o'clock in the morning. That'll be via Zoom. Do you have an electronic device with camera? No camera, no. Okay, well then you need to appear in person, okay? Do you have any questions today? Oh. Did you give him a notice? Okay, I'm sorry? That's, yeah, it says January 17th on here already. But we need to make sure his says in person. What's your home address, sir? Are you employed? I'm sorry?
Yes.
Where?
That's it.
What's your phone number?
It's 517-692-9482.
Say that again in a way that I can hear you and understand you.
Okay. 517-692-9482.
Okay, very good. Where are you coming from this morning?
Jackson.
You just coming from home?
No, court.
From court? You had another court date?
Yeah.
Okay, were you in custody? Okay, you put that on purpose to come to court?
This?
Yeah.
No, I was at work.
You said I'm gonna, and you decided to wear shorts and a t-shirt today?
Yeah, because it's not court. So.
Okay, but you knew you were coming to court?
No, I didn't. I didn't know I was coming to court, you know, because yesterday they pulled me over, but they didn't give me ticket, they just let me know.
Oh, okay, so they let you know you had a court date, so you just came to take care of this on your way from work? Okay, well, make sure when you come back, you're dressed appropriately, okay, sir?
Yes,
Okay, we'll get you a copy of your notice to appear. Do you have any questions? Okay, you can have a seat, sir.
Actually, I'm gonna take him outside so I can talk to him about the application.
We got a senator in the building. Yeah, we do.
Man, I ain't going nowhere, right? Hope tell them I'm on anyway. I said, yeah, he is, he gonna go. Niggas getting in that truck.
Are we ready on, well, I don't think you have anybody here, correct?
Nope. Two of his clients just walked up.
Oh,
Because we're ready to go. We're just asking for adjournment.
Sounds good. Mr. Rogers. We're on the record in the matter of the people of the city of Lansing versus Austin Earl Rogers. File number is 22-01368OT. Council appearance.
Matt Staples for the city of Lansing.
And Assistant Public Defender Sarah Donnelly on behalf of the assigned counsel, Mr. John Lee, on behalf of Mr. Austin Rogers, who is present standing to my left.
Very good. My understanding is that there's a request for an adjournment.
Yes, Your Honor. It's my understanding that Mr. Rogers needs to go through a rehabilitation programming at Secretary of State, so we're requesting a 30-day adjournment.
February 7th at 9:30.
February 7th at 9:30. Do you have any questions today?
Not so far.
Okay, very good.
No, and if you have any, just call us.
Any additional matters for the record?
Nothing for the city.
Okay, you're all set. So we'll get you a copy of your next court date, okay? Okay. Have we seen Alan Hooper or is he here?
No, he was supposed to be in person, Your Honor. I haven't had been able to get a hold of him, and I don't see him outside.
Oh,
Yeah, because he's got multiple failure.
Jasmine James. Not seen her.
No, I didn't, and I called her at before 10 and I didn't get any answers, so.
Okay, we'll make sure on her.
Good.
Cynthia Green. Failed to appear. Okay. Have we seen Ryan Loomis?
Yeah, she's outside with Mr. Lee.
Very good. Sure.
Is Mr. Shear still on?
He is still here. I'm not sure if he just needs an adjournment or an assessment or something. On the record in the matters of the people of the city of Lansing versus Anthony Sheriff, file number 21-00201-204 and 631. Council appearance.
Matt Staples on behalf of the city of Lansing.
Assistant Public Defender John Lee on behalf of William Shearer.
Okay, Mr. Shearer is present via Zoom. Today was the date and time that was scheduled for a pre-trial. I have a IBAC. I know insurance and a failure to stop after property damage accident. How are we proceeding today?
Your Honor, in my pre-negotiations with the city attorney, we have come to the conclusion that an alcohol assessment would be highly beneficial in determining appropriate course of action. So we're seeking an adjournment for an alcohol assessment.
February 21st. February 21st at 9:30. Do you have any questions today, Mr. Shearer? You're muted. Mr. Shearer. Can you unmute your device?
Oh, I didn't realize it was muted, Your Honor. I apologize.
No problem. Do you have any questions today?
No, Your Honor. Thank you.
Okay, any additional matters for the record, counsel?
Nothing for the city, Your Honor.
Nothing for the defense.
You're all set. Thank you.
Can you repeat my date one more time? though?
February 21st at 9:30.
Thank you.
No problem. We're on the record in the matter of the people of the city of Lansing versus Ryan Michelle Loomis, file number 21L2703-283. Council appearance.
Matt Staples on behalf of the city of Lansing.
Assistant Public Defender John Lee on behalf of Ms. Loomis.
Okay, Ms. Loomis, how are you? I'm doing well, thank you. Today was the date that was set for a pre-trial. I have one count of failure to display an operator's license. How are we proceeding, counsel?
Ms. Loomis is working with the Secretary of State to get her driver's license. We're asking for a 30-day continuance that she might be able to complete that.
February 7th at 9 a.m. February 7th at 9 a.m. No problem. Do you have any questions today, Ms. Loomis?
No, ma'am.
Okay, any additional matters for the record, counsel?
Nothing for the city, Your Honor.
Nothing for the defense, Your Honor.
Yeah, ma'am, we're gonna get you a copy of your notice for your next court date, all right? Thank you.
Thank you.
else do you have, Mr. Lee?
I have, Mr. Danny Lang is here.
Mr. Danny Lang give fingerprints? You have to pick an order to get your fingerprints done. On the record of the matter, the people of the city of Lansing versus Danny Joe Lang Jr., file number 19-05-001, council appearance.
Matt Staples on behalf of the city of Lansing, Your Honor.
Assistant Public Defender John Lee on behalf of Danny Lang.
Are you junior or senior, sir?
Senior.
What's your date of birth?
2358.
Oh, sounds good. Are people making a motion to amend the complaint?
I'm sorry, Your Honor, what was that?
I asked, were you making a motion to amend the complaint?
For what, was he misidentified on the complaint?
I'm sorry, were you not paying attention?
I was, he's senior. Yes, motion to amend the complaint, Your Honor. I couldn't hear when he said his birthday.
Yep, and they identified the same birthday that's on the complaint. I'm sorry. Okay, but for whatever reason, he was listed as junior on the complaint. And it looks like this was addressed back when he was arraigned, but I don't see that it was changed. So the motion to amend is granted.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Are we proceeding at this time?
Mr. Lang has agreed to participate in an alcohol assessment to help us better gauge what would be an appropriate course of action. So we're asking for an adjournment so that he can complete the assessment.
February 21st at 9:30. February 21st at 9:30. No problem. Do you have any questions today? No. Do you know what you're gonna do when you walk out this courtroom today? You're gonna go downstairs and get your fingerprints done.
That works fine.
Okay. We'll get you, what you need to get that taken care of, and then we'll see you on February 21st at 9:30. Okay, sir? Who represents Joshua Lovelace?
Or do you see him on Zoom or?
Correct.
Okay, good, all right. I've
Yeah,
spoken
you-
to him before. I did email Mr. Staples, so right now, so.
Okay. Who's here? Who's here?
That's, she's with Mr.
Okay, very good. Okay, can you hear me, Mr. Lovelace?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
So I will need to, once I get a reply back from Mr. Staples. Yeah, okay, I'll go in a breakout room with Mr. Flores.
Okay, sounds good. Are you ready on Lovelace?
Yes, I am, Your Honor.
Okay, we're on the record in the matter of the people of the city of Lansing versus Joshua Lovelace Plummer. File number is 20-002980T. Council appearance.
Matt Staples on behalf of the city of Lansing.
An assistant public defender, Sarah Donnelly, on behalf of defendant Joshua Lovelace Plummer, who is very separately licensed.
Okay, today was the date and time reset for a pre-trial on a no ops. How are we proceeding?
Your Honor, at this time, there is an offer from the city. I was able to secure, he could plead guilty to allowing a suspended person to operate. At this time, Mr. Lovelace Plummer does want to obtain his license. He is making efforts. He has to get a new social security card. Well, he tried to apply last week. He needs to get a new social security card, and then he can reapply for his license. He's hoping to have his permit within 30 days. Now, I know there's a history of failure to appears on this cases, but I do believe everyone's motivated to get a valid license. I believe he's equally motivated. And I would hope that the court could grant him that opportunity. Thank you, Your Honor.
Mr. Lovelace. You're gonna have to unmute for me.
Sorry.
I'm not inclined, based on your history, to believe that you will come back to court. Prove me otherwise. What are you gonna do to show me that? Are you working?
I am currently not at a job.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
How do you intend to get your license reinstated without work?
No, I'm gonna be going back to work. I've been on hiatus.
Well, he had a baby last week. Not him personally.
You know how many times you missed court?
I believe twice, just off of miscommunications and misunderstanding. But
I think you
it was
usually
never
confuse
intentional.
misunderstanding things multiple times. This case is from 2020, February 2020 to be, actually you were scheduled to be arraigned on February 5th, 2020. You didn't show up. So we're talking like 3 years.
Yeah.
On a no license.
Well, at first it was just like misunderstanding. I missed the first couple court dates, and then I just kind of got lost track of it through moving and things going on at the time. It was during COVID, and was figuring a lot of things out around that time.
Okay. What are you gonna do now to make sure you don't lose track of things?
Just be more on top of it. I'm not in that same situation as I am right now. I'm currently focused on just getting this behind me and obtaining my license so I can move forward.
I get it. What are you gonna do to stay on top of it is what I want.
just make sure all my scheduling is right. Work
How you do
towards
that? How
it.
do you do that? How you do that? What you're giving
being-
me is fluff.
I'm sorry.
want
I'm just
What you gonna do?
I don't set schedules in my appointment, and
Where do you set those?
well, I said schedules in my appointment, schedules in my phone. I meant like in calendar wise. I'm like I said, it was just mishaps and unfortunate. I just was not
Series of
like,
unfortunate incidents, huh? It's a
Yeah.
series of unfortunate incidents. Okay. And then you gonna get in contact with Secretary of State, or are you already in contact with them?
I'm already in contact with them. I just I don't have my social security card, so I didn't have enough information to be able to obtain my permit or my license for that fact right now. And
So you gotta
with
get
my
a social security.
yes, ma'am.
Okay. And have you made efforts to get an appointment with the social security office already, or do you need to get documents in order to do that?
No, I'm that's what I'm about to get taken care of right now.
Okay. Give you 45 days.
Okay. Thank you, Your Honor.
February 21st at 9:30. February 21st at 9:30. What are you going to do with that date?
I'll see you then, Your Honor, and I'll be ready.
Okay, you're going to see me then. What are you going to do right now to ensure that you don't miss our February 21st date?
Set a lot of reminders, and
I love to hear it. And we're going to send you an additional reminder to your house. What's your address?
1317 East Kalamazoo Street.
Okay, that's what we have, apartment 21.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, we're gonna mail a notice there, but you've already told me on the record that you're gonna put it on your calendar and your phone. You're gonna set lots of reminders. And so
Yes,
we
ma'am.
shouldn't have any more misunderstandings or a lot of moving things that prevent us from appearing on our future court dates, correct, sir?
Correct, ma'am.
Any additional matters for the record, counsel?
Nothing for the city, Your Honor.
Only, Your Honor, that I do wanted to note that I've after all this time, I was able to get a hold of Mr. Loveless Plummer by phone, and I appreciate that. And I just want to also recommend that he keep me updated if that number were to change or if he were to lose that number. Okay.
Mr. Lovelace, it's your responsibility to update the court and your attorney, actually, if your number and or address changes. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so, but we know that that won't have any problem. That's all behind us. And so
Nope.
2023, we're getting our lives together.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you have a good rest of your day, sir.
You as well.
Let's see. I don't see anybody else.
No, I
Tiana
didn't really expect
Alexander?
Brenda Smith to be here. I don't have any good contact information.
What about Tiana Alexander?
That is Mr.
The last, but she did. Yeah, I read her. Bench warrant, Brenda Smith. Well, I don't know what happened to Miss Alexander. Maybe.
I don't know what Mr.
has contact. from Ms. Tiana Alexander.
She tells me she's in.
Oh, she's here. I should be in there, Judge. I see it. Yeah, it's not in here. Tiana Alexander?
Yes.
Okay, very good. We're on the record in the matters of the people of the city of Lansing versus Tiana Michelle Alexander, file numbers 22-02467 and 22-03276. Council appearance.
Matt Staples on behalf of the city of Lansing.
Assistant Public Defender John Lee on behalf of Tiana Alexander.
Today's date and time set for pre-trial. I have one IBAC and damaging to city property, and I also have one file for driving while license is suspended. Did she get her fingerprints? Why are the fingerprints not done, Miss Alexander?
I'm sorry. I just had no knowledge of fingerprints. I'm sorry.
That's on both files? Okay, well, you've been seeing me since October. I would have notified you at that court date that you needed fingerprints, and now you have another file.
I've
So
been.
you need,
I'm sorry.
so you need to come in and get your fingerprints done this week, okay?
Yes. Okay.
Okay, today's the date and time for a pretrial on these files. How are we proceeding?
In my discussions with the city prosecutor, Your Honor, we discovered that there will be a need for an alcohol assessment to make an appropriate determination as to which charges to pursue and or lead to. So we're asking for a continuance to get the alcohol assessment complete.
Give me 30 days. Mhm. February 7th at 9:30. February 7th at 9:30 will be your next court date on these files. You need to come in to this building, the first floor, that is, this week to get your fingerprints done, okay?
Okay.
And there should be an order on both of these files from today. So you can get them taken care of on both files. Do you have any questions?
Yes, ma'am.
What's your question?
I gave you my address last time and I haven't received anything in the mail since. I think maybe that's why I haven't heard anything about the fingerprint. I've been having to contact my lawyer to get the and numbers for these meetings.
What's your address?
3709 Ronald Street.
That's the address we have on the file. I'm not sure why you have not received anything. Ronald Street.
ROLD.
The United States Postal Service will verify if it's can be delivered to.
Oh, okay. Give us a second.
3709 Ronald Street, 48911. Yeah, it's a deliverable address.
Yeah, and nothing that we've sent to you came back non-delivered. We see here that I mailed, our office or the court mailed something back on December 19th to you. It did not come back non-deliverable. And that was on each file. So we did mail your mail to that address, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you.
No problem. But we're giving you your next court date now, so it's your responsibility to log that wherever you log your appointments. And then stay in contact with your attorney. I don't know what's going on with your mail. All we can do is send the mail. We can't ensure that you'll receive it. So if that's an apartment building or something, I don't know if you need to talk to your management or figure out what's going on with your mail. If someone's in your house is maybe storing it somewhere. But we will send another notice to that address as to this next court date for February 7th, okay?
Okay.
Any other questions?
No,
Any additional matters for the record, counsel?
Nothing for the city, Your Honor.
Nothing for the defense.
Okay, Ms. Alexander, you're all set today. Thank you.
thank you.
No problem. That's all that I have until 1:15.
Thank you, Your Honor. I'll see you this afternoon.